So right now my setup is I'm lying on the floor, basically under my bed because it has the best acoustics in here. I have the fan and the vent turned off, and hopefully the audio will be as clear as it was in my test. And hopefully we're still running right now. Because with this setup, I can't see my computer because the other thing that was causing noise in my other recording, which sounded really bad, honestly, it's my computer. The computer fans are loud. And considering it's a laptop, the actual fans have to be pretty close to the mic if I'm viewing the monitor at the same time. I'll probably get up periodically. But anyways, welcome one and all to the Apple Talking Show. This is my, I guess, series now. I guess people liked the first one. The 3 or 4 people that saw it liked it, and I was happy. I think I'm just gonna use this as like an outlet to talk about what's going on, maybe have some guests on eventually. I might try to create some segments, some bumpers, and whatever. I'm getting too ambitious. This is scope creepy already. Since the beginning of the year, or actually farther back than that, I've been wanting to do, like, an interview show. The problem with that is, I cannot, for the life of me, entertain. I try my best, but I feel like I need a project like this to just improve at talking and improve at being a host. Try to make something listenable that is just me, so that when I have a guest and it's easier, I can help. Because you know how sometimes there's a podcast like... I don't wanna throw shade. I will. Some podcasts. Oh, I really like this guest. Like, for example, I wanted to hear an interview with Matt Johnson, who's the director of, like, Nirvana the Band, Blackberry, Operation Avalanche. I like his stuff. I think he's funny and interesting, and I like hearing what he has to say about filmmaking. Even though I'm not a filmmaker, I like his work. Anyways, I listened to this podcast with like yokes, and that interview was like, the guest carried it. Matt Johnson was like asking them questions, and I just don't think it should end up that way, like naturally. They just had such little prepared. They had a few questions, and then they meandered, and half the responses to what he had to say were just like, okay, on to the next thing. It's just not fun to listen to. This is turning into Apple Gets Mad again, like just Apple Gets Mad Part 2. That might be what I call it. Anyways, they just had nothing to say at all. It was honestly infuriating to listen to. And so many podcasts are like that. I'd rather have short, stupid episodes where I talk about nothing for as long as I can. As long as I'm talking. Instead of just like, yeah, this happened. I guess I just don't want to be XQC or whoever. I don't understand audiences online today, or ever really, because so many creators just, what they do is they provide nothing, really. They leech off of other people's content. This isn't about the podcast anymore. They're at least creating something original and asking questions. I'm talking about like reaction tubers. First it was like, oh yeah, you're not really making much money off of this. You're just showing like, this viral video or this shock video. Let's see what this person thinks. It's funny. Then it became like, let's watch cartoons or TV shows. And I feel like a lot of that audience is just, they want to watch the show, but they don't have access to it and they don't know how to pirate things because they're probably little kids. So they'll watch an episode of a show through a reactor. So it actually benefits the reactor in some ways to not give any reaction, to just give as little as possible and show the show as much as possible with as little edits as they can get away with, really. They just create this nothing content that has so many views simply because it is nothing and it's nothing more than the thing that they're leeching off of, and they get paid for it. And it's just like, man, I wish I could do that, but I gotta be entertaining, or at least I gotta try my best. Gonna get up for a second, check if I'm actually recording. Yes I am. Yes. What was I even talking about? I'm just gonna let it go how it goes. I don't think I'm going to bring on... This is not going to be as much of an interview show as I wanted it to be initially. And I think I'm fine with that. I'm just going to bring on friends occasionally if they want to be on it and just talk. I have chemistry with them. Unlike a lot of podcasts where nobody talks like a person to each other. They just... I'm so pissed about that. I really am pissed. I'm so hung up on it. I shouldn't be. God, you know they have members-only podcasts for that, right? Like, people pay. Oh my god, imagine listening to a members-only podcast. I can't even imagine what it's like listening to a regular podcast by them without a guest. What do they even talk about? Yeah, I saw this movie. I thought it was fine. Oh, me too. Let's move on to the next thing. It's so... Imagine that for 2 hours. It's gotta be torture. How do people watch it? How do people listen? Because there's so many interesting and fun podcasts about film, or if you're into like horror, or if you're into true crime or whatever, or just listening to a group of friends talk about things organically. I'm throwing so much shade. I'm probably going to censor the podcast that I'm talking about. Don't comment it, because I'm sure I've talked to a few of my friends about it. Don't comment the name of the podcast. They don't deserve hate for this, for being boring to me. Oh god, I'm gonna have to censor so much of this, aren't I? Content on YouTube has devolved so much. Not to say that it was initially, like, the best thing ever. I just like how low budget it used to be. People make up lies about YouTube, like, oh, it was never about the money back then. And no, it was. People would partner with organizations and try to get money through their videos. Like, that was a big thing really, really early on. A lot of videos you're nostalgic for were paid. They were being paid to produce them, and they were on a network. There was more sincerity, I guess, because I feel like people weren't as obsessed with the concept of the algorithm as they are now. Or, like, post-2016, I want to say. Whenever, like, the quote adpocalypse started, people got really obsessed with just appeasing YouTube and not making things they actually give a shit about. That's not to say that people don't create that for YouTube, because they do. They don't get pushed at all. Random ass videos used to get popular, and I kind of miss that. There's just this element of like, I need to get big on YouTube, or I need to create something that fits in with this style or is edited in this way, because people will respond to it in a way that I know they will. Instead of, oh, I have this thing that I want to show or talk about. And I don't have anything to say, do I? I'm making a podcast here. That's like that's the lowest of the low. And it's not even a podcast with like interesting people or guests right now. There are 2 episodes of just me being pissed. People are so nostalgic too. Like, I'm guilty of it. I was just glazing, like, old YouTube for being a little bit more personal than it is now. But in reality, if I went back, there's so many things that wouldn't be there that I like and I want to be there now. People are so fixated on, oh, things used to be so much better. Everything's awful now. And it's hard not to think that way, because, what, you were a kid, and you probably were dumber. Well, definitely, actually. You were way dumber. You were stupid back then. You had no taste. Everything was really interesting and new and fun. And you gotta be more critical about what actually was better, instead of telling kids like, oh, you're missing out. You're growing up without anything. Pictures of babies and people are like, bro missed everything. Don't get obsessed with the past in this way. I really think it's a bad idea. Not to mention how nostalgia gets weaponized by people that want you to believe, oh, we're bringing back the old way things were. Not even to mention that. People just get obsessed with an old thing they liked that they can still play or watch or experience. I understand missing, like, the experience of walking into a video store or watching certain movies air for the first time and people talking about them all the time. But it's not gonna come back, and there's new things coming out. Not everything stopped just because you quit paying attention to it. Media is still coming out, good media is still coming out, and many people choose to ignore it because they want this narrative to be true, that everything they experienced when they were a kid was the best. rewatch some of those movies, dude. They're awful. Well, actually, a lot of them are good. I like a lot of bad movies that I watched when I was tiny. I like the Emoji Movie, not because it's good at all, but because I just have good memories of it. I watched it in a theater when I was pretty young. I watched it with my grandpa, and he was confused. I think he laughed at the hand, and like, oh, they mentioned Candy Crush. But, no. It's not good, even though I like it. And oh my god, Minecraft nostalgia. That got me hard. It really did. I used to be like, oh, everything in old Minecraft was better and more interesting and prettier, and it's not. It's still very much the same game. It's changed a lot, but at its core, it is Minecraft, and I feel like it's improved for the better. I still don't like Bedrock Edition, even though I'm more nostalgic for it. I played Pocket Edition as a baby. Yeah, I played Pocket Edition a lot, and I have a lot of nostalgia for it, but game is not as good as Java Edition, which I played like maybe once or twice as a kid before the computer fucking exploded or something. I don't know. Things that people like about old Minecraft are often just ways the game was less... This is gonna make people mad. A lot of things people like about old Minecraft is just the fact that it hadn't been figured out yet. There's more up to your imagination. People love the beta of the game, like before there was the end. Because, oh my gosh, it's so aimless. You can just create your adventure with no pressure to get to an end. But the end was part of the plan at that point. That was not like, the game was not intended to release as that, how it was. The end was being developed. There was a sky dimension in the files of the game at that point that was going to become the end dimension. I feel as though people obsess over the idea that Minecraft was this beautiful experience that was meant to be played and enjoyed without a goal other than your own imagination. And you know what? Creative mode is in the game, and you don't have to follow the goal of getting to the end. I feel like in a lot of people's minds, having an end ruined it or something. I don't know. I was guilty of this. I was like, oh, the game was better when there was nothing, when it was just you and your imagination. But it still is. I've been playing a survival world in the most recent version of the game, and it has been really fun. I just do things and build nonsense, just like I would when I would play beta, which I briefly did. I got Minecraft pretty early on the computer before it exploded. Not Minecraft exploding, like, in popularity, but the computer just, like, broke, I guess. And I never got that account back, because I was a dumb kid. You can still experience all the things you love in the game. And not even to say it's bad liking the old versions, I like them too. I have nostalgia, but don't let them make you believe that the game has gotten worse, or that the new features don't appeal to anybody. And that applies to so many other things. I'm glad they added pausing to Bedrock Edition finally. Did you hear that? Like, you know how long it took for them to add that? What, 8 years? You would pause the game, and it would just bring up a menu like you're in a multiplayer server. It would not freeze anything like it does in Java Edition. It's like it's always open to LAN play or something. And only recently as in, this was added at the same time as those new mob variants, as like the brown egg and the chicken. Right before Happy Ghasts were added to Minecraft, they added the ability to pause Bedrock Edition. They're making Bedrock Edition out to be the main version of the game. They just call it Minecraft. Minecraft is called Minecraft Java Edition now, even though it was the initial version. And this main version of the game lacked the feature of pausing, which I think speaks to why that is not the definitive version of the game. It's a good version. I like it. It's not that great, though. I'm talking about Minecraft too much. What else pisses me off? Mario. Mario makes me mad. I used to be pretty obsessed with the idea of an early version of a game. It happened with Minecraft. I would scroll the wiki for ages. I spent so much of my childhood just looking at wiki pages for games that documented like the unused content or pre-release or planned content that never made it to any version. The same thing happened with Mario 64, where I was like obsessed with the idea of playing an old version of that famous game, and so is everybody else. I am not going to judge people for their likes. Of course, I like stupid shit. I'm calling what they like stupid by saying that. That's not the insinuation I'm trying to make here. I like dumb stuff. Everybody can like dumb stuff. I can think the smart things that you like are dumb, and that doesn't make you dumb. It just makes me stupid. Okay, so my stupid opinion here is just, people are so focused on Mario 64 beta ever since the Giga Leak. Actually, a bit before that, I think. Things like B3313. Very fun, very enjoyable. I like all the weird random elements that can happen while you're playing. It's pretty cool, and they put a lot of work into it. I like how massive it is. It's also like the only SM64 hack I hear people talk about. Ever. And this is post-decomp. People are making things that are crazy. Mario Builder 64 got some coverage, a pretty good amount, but there's so many other things. Beyond the Cursed Mirror, Mario in the Multiverse didn't get nearly enough love. Patchmaker, I heard that hack had a really good soundtrack. So many hacks. Even things like the R beta, like Gamma 64, don't get nearly enough love. It's just the general community, not the Mario 64 community. I feel like they share all sorts of hacks. The community at large that likes Mario 64 and is aware of it or has nostalgia for it has this obsession with how creepy it is and how scary it is. My cousin, Ethan, when I told him I was working on the Patchmaker OST, he was like, oh, is this a personalized version of the game? Is this liminal? Is this scary? Is Wario going to appear before me in this liminal iceberg plexus? He didn't say all that, but the average person that is exposed roughly to SM64 modding at this point is going to be seeing horror mods mostly. It's just a weird trend I've noticed. I don't really get it. Like, I don't understand why everything has to be scary. Because this game was really interesting to me as like a wee baby. I had a lot of Super Mario 64 dreams, which is part of why I like B3313 so much. It's like a weird dream version of the castle that just keeps going on. But it's not scary. I've never felt that Mario 64 is a particularly scary game. It's big and confusing and wonderful. It looks weird because it's early 3D with like blurred, mushy ass textures and inaccurate designs of all the characters that have been around for a while. It's never been scary to me. I can see why it would be, I suppose. This small community is so overshadowed by the concept of the game being fucking terrifying rather than fun Mario adventures that are lovingly made by fans. It just makes me a bit sad seeing a lot of cool stuff be ignored. In the description of this, I'm just gonna plug a bunch of random hacks that I think you should check out. For one reason or the other, I just think it'd be cool. I care about Mario 64 a lot. I complain too much. What's something good that happened recently? Like, oh, I love my girlfriend very, very much. I miss her. This is very random to just switch to from the topic of like Mario 64, but I don't know, I guess the topic of branding being so important and getting so many people interested in something that is otherwise like something else entirely. I can see how they kind of connect. I'm trying to stretch. I'm talking about food now. I got bored of Mario. Time for food. I'm so easily tricked by marketing, and I feel like most people are, but I just feel so silly. I'll go to a store, and I just look at all the food, and I'm like, oh, I want some. What's an interesting new product I can try? It's gotta be interesting, is the thing. It can't be, oh, I want a chocolate bar. Let me get a Hershey's bar. Because those are really good, but when I'm buying something, I'm like, what's new and weird? So I tried like Mr. Beast chocolate once. It was bad. It was really bad, actually. I don't get the appeal. Well, I guess he's like, there's a golden ticket in this. And if you get the one with the golden ticket, you get $10,000 or something. I don't know, it's Mr. Beast. I went to the store earlier today, and I just picked up like 7 random items. One of them was kombucha, And I like kombucha, but I'm not crazy about it. I bought it because it's in a normal soda bottle. And I'm like, that's nifty. That's so interesting that they put kombucha in a normal bottle instead of a wide bottle like they normally do. Oh, I'm so stupid. I got ice cream, but not just any ice cream. I was like, oh, this has waffle cone bits in it. Ooh, I've never had this brand before. Oh, what else did I buy? I bought sushi. I bought Myers sushi. It was fine. I got fruit punch soda because I wanted to try it. I got fucking... I got a coffee because it had a mermaid on it and a skeleton. I just am so stupid. I'm like... I'm Corporation's favorite, like, stupid girl. I just buy whatever looks interesting. I'm the person that whenever I see a fast food place have a new menu item, I'm like, I fucking have to try that before it's gone, or else I'm missing out on so much. I want to get into that Mountain Dew fan club. Do you know about that? There's a club. I'm not sure if it's still around. I hope it is. With Mountain Dew, you can become part of their like tasters club, and they'll send you samples for new flavors they're trying out in like unmarked cans with numbers on them, and you're like, I like Mountain Dew flavor 1828 the most. The other one's a little weird, and they're like, oh, thanks. Yeah, we'll definitely make this pizza flavored soda. It really is like that. And they have like perks, like they'll send you birthday cake flavored Mountain Dew sometimes, I think that existed. There's a really good video about all the Mountain Dew flavors. I'll put that link in the description if I remember to. I am obsessed with limited time foods from big companies that can be pressured to make them again, but probably won't for exclusivity. That idea of, oh, I'm one of the few people that gets to try this is something I'm obsessed with, to a fault. I remember asking both of my parents, I think my grandparents as well, have you ever had New Coke? Because I found out about New Coke existing and how I would never get to try it unless they brought it back one day. And they were like, oh no, I don't remember what it tastes like. And I was so devastated. Because in my mind, I'm somehow remembering how all these things taste. I don't remember what the fucking Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew that I had tasted like. Why would they remember what New Coke tastes like? Hasn't been around for like, what, 40 years? I think I live near some sort of flavor production facility that's probably made up. You'll just smell really interesting smells walking by there. Sometimes the town will smell kind of minty or kind of savory, and it's because they're producing flavors and like fragrances, I think. Not quite sure though. I think that's real. I think I'm telling the truth. Would I lie to you, dear viewer? Yeah, probably. I think I have. How many lies have I told so far? Let's make up a soda flavor. So what is on the market that people like? Sorry, scratch that. What isn't on the market right now that I think would be tasty? Actually, it does not have to be tasty. Bean Boozled existed and people were fucking captivated with that. Me included. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. This is the saddest story you're ever gonna hear on this. When I was a kid and Bean Boozled was coming out, we played it as a family once, I think. Once or twice. And I think people had fun, but they were like, these are too many beans. I'm not going to eat this many gross jelly beans.
I'm not going to eat those beans. Are you crazy?
Fair enough. But I really liked it. I was like, the trend was over, and I was still on it. I was still playing it. So I would just like spin the wheel by myself. And then I eventually got bored of that. I eventually felt like, oh, this is, it's just not fun. So I ended up eating like 3 packs of Bean Boozled at different points in my life. Just like straight boxes of Bean Boozled, shuffling them into my mouth, trying to get it over with. I hated the idea of wasting food, so I just would not throw them away. Even though they're gross and nobody would participate and they were gonna get old soon. Just picture me as a small child baby. A little baby. Oh, poor baby eating jelly beans. Eating your nasty beans alone in your bunk bed. Oh my god. Anyways, what flavor should we put to market for our soda? This is an Apple brand, Apple favorite beverage. Let's come up with a better name. Apple Great Friendly Cranberry Soda. So it's gotta be cranberry something. That's what I decided by Rolfing just there. It's Apple's Great Cranberry Soda. It's so wonderful, it'll make you cry. You'll cry. I froze up. Anyways, cranberry. What's it? Because they have like cranberry apple juice and like cranberry grape juice. They're pretty great. They could do a carbonated version of that, and I'd be pretty happy. Carbonated juice is great. If you ever had like a carbonated apple juice, or it's just wonderful. So they could do that. They probably have though. I can't be cranberry. Brain, come up with a cool new idea. Okay, I'm the brain. This is my cool new character, my brain. My idea is we're gonna make a drink. It's called cranberry. Fuck! People don't even know what I'm doing right now. I should actually explain it. So, the thing that I'm doing really badly is rolfing, which is, without thinking about it, you just generate a mouth sound. Like, you just spit out a sound, and then you complete it. So you need to improv a word that you didn't think you would make. And it's a way to surprise yourself, and I do it a lot, but sometimes you'll get stuck like that and just do the exact same mouth sounds and have the exact same thought process and just say fucking friendly cranberry for the second time. Anyways, what's the new idea? The new idea is grape friends. There's Friends. I feel like Friends is a good track to be on because you want to share this drink. It's going to be in a big bottle. The bottle's going to be shaped like a grandma. And yeah, you know the syrup bottles that are shaped like a lady? This is gonna be shaped like a grandma. But it's really big. So it's like Big Grandma's apple flavored friend sauce juice. Yeah, yeah. It's sauce flavored, I guess. It's flavored like some sort of barbecue sauce soda. That would captivate people. And it's friendly too, meaning you gotta share it. You just have to. Probably to get it down, you need somebody to help you. How does the grandma-shaped bottle operate exactly? No, what's a better idea? We need to come up with something new and original for the show. We're selling merchandise already. This is like my drink. Because you should trust buying drinks from the internet. You should trust me. Transgender grandma juice. Nope, not juice. That's a good train of thought though. Transgender grandma. That's the mascot. And she's not a stereotype. Don't draw her as a stereotype. It's got to be actually inclusive. Like, yep, we've been around for a long time, and we're here to show you what we got. And what we got is French fry cranberry. Stop fucking saying cranberry. French fry. French fry liquid. Okay. Transgender grandma brings you French fry fluid. I know. I actually don't want that. You know what? The worst part? I would buy all of these products. I would see them and I would just be like, I need that off the shelf. I need that in my hands and I need that in my room. I need to drink this or eat that. How do you eat French fry fluid? It's clearly a liquid, but is it like an oil? Do you cook in it? Is it just fry oil? That's not a good idea at all. This is why I need guests. Alright, I'm gonna try one more time to come up with a cool marketing campaign, a cool character, a cool mascot. His name is fucking Chris. His name is fucking Chris. It's not getting censored. We won't let you censor it. It's gonna be on the shelf right next to Coca-Cola. We got fucking Chris, and he's bringing you great deals. I keep saying like a grr sound, and it's limiting my creativity. Fucking Chris is gonna bring you all sorts of delights, such as his funny and his terrific grandma, and his crazy friends, and his Whoa! Fucking don't say that. Actually, no, is this gonna be just a vulgar brand? Fucking Chris and his fucking friends? Yeah, I'm awake. So when I was doing this bullshit about fucking Chris, my mom, I doubt it picked up. I'm not leaving it in if it did, because she didn't say yes. She lets me know that I forgot my dad's birthday. God, that's so embarrassing. I'm awful at remembering dates. I just don't remember them unless they are drilled into me or I make them important. Like, the only reason that I am able to remember my girlfriend's birthday is because I wrote it down, and then I was lucky enough that there's like 2 other people with that birthday. I write down important dates a lot of the time, and that helps me. But like, oh my god. Anyways. Oh god, where was I? So fucking Chris is the mascot for a vulgar brand of like trendy sodas. They're just really harsh flavors, like abrasive flavors. Abrasive Flavors is a good brand for the lineup. Yeah, fucking Chris. Damn Daniel. Yeah, damn Daniel root beer. No, he should be cream soda because he has white Vans. Fucking Chris root beer. Fucking Chris Cola. He's got to be Cola. He's the mascot. He's like the main guy. He's Count Chocula. Fucking Chris is Count Chocula. He's the main one. Who gives a shit about fucking Fruit Brute? I kinda do, actually. Bad example. I'm sorry, Fruit Brute. I'm sorry, Fruit Brute. This is the beginning of the apology section that I think I'm gonna include in every episode. Who am I sorry to? Well, I'm definitely sorry to Fruit Brute for calling him unimportant and unmemorable. Called him gay that one time, and I meant it in a bad way. I meant it derogatory. Who else? I'm sorry to the ROM hackers being destroyed by the beta virus. The K's virus is over, where everyone's like, was this made by K's? It's probably not over, actually. It's been thrumped. Thrumped? What the fuck is that? It's been eclipsed. I'm just using the word eclipsed again. It's been eclipsed by the beta problem. Everything's beta now. Get over it. I'm sorry, Mishu, that you're the iceberg guy now. You probably feel like Oppenheimer. I'm sorry to my dad for not remembering your birthday. Happy birthday, by the way. He's not listening to this because I'm not gonna give him this account. But happy birthday, my dad. I'm sorry to... Well, I'm not sorry to Mr. Beast. Your chocolate's shit, dude. Fucking Chris is better. You know, I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry to all the cereal mascots that are monsters and aren't Count Chocula, because I just forget about you sometimes, and I really shouldn't. I honestly think you deserve better. You're putting in hard work. I'm not gonna pretend to cry. I'm not gonna cry for you, Fruit Brute. I think that's a good place to end this. This is a very awful episode without any direction whatsoever, and I'm sorry that you listened all the way through. Goodbye.